welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, here we go. Hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It's Friday the 13th. Most people really don't believe in any kind of superstition about Friday the 13th. They did a poll on that, like 85% of people like, yeah, I'm not buying it.
I try, if I'm not going out and doing something, I always like to order a pizza and watch one of the Friday the 13th at nighttime.
Do you have a favorite Friday the 13th if somebody was going to go watch one this weekend?
Oh, man, gosh.
The original good. I think I remember it was maybe 3 I thought was supposed to be good.
The first 4, in my opinion, are the best. Obviously, I love 1, but then you start to see what Jason looks like in part 2. Then he gets freakier in part 3.
Yeah.
And then you have the final chapter with Corey Feldman. And the 4th one's fucking weird. And that might be my favorite one, the final chapter, because it's such a bizarre movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it for you, huh?
Yeah, it's odd.
Okay.
The ending's odd.
Talking about Corey Feldman, I believe it was a false rumor because it came from no reliable sources, and they asked Corey Feldman about a new Goonies movie, and he said no one's talked to him about it. And that was part of the story, was that they were all in and all coming back. So.
I've heard that rumor so many times.
That would be such a good remake. I mean, they remade Beetlejuice.
It could work. I mean, it absolutely could work.
If it was done right, it could totally work.
I wonder if there's a reason why it hasn't happened. You got a lot of ego involved there.
You don't need Corey Feldman back.
I mean, you could say Mouth got killed.
Yeah.
You could, yeah.
He mouthed off.
Yeah, you can see why.
He got shot.
So what do they do in the sequel? Are they finding a new treasure? Or is there a new value
Maybe
to them?
it's their kids
Well, yeah, because
that hear of the folklore.
Because it feels like it needs to be kids doing it.
Yeah.
If it's adult, it's like, okay.
The kids of the OG Goonies.
Yeah. So it's almost like there's cameos. The whole thing doesn't ride on them.
Right.
I hate the idea. It's all the kids. It's the same exact storyline. They're all going through hardship. I can see where the adult part could work. I think it's got to be a hybrid. You need to bring the young along, but you definitely need some of the old dogs in there.
And maybe they need because they didn't get the treasure, right? I mean, it kind of sailed off, and then that might be the thing is maybe now they really need money for some reason, and there's always been reports of where that ship sailed off to.
One-Eyed Willie's ship is somewhere shipwrecked on an island.
Look, they did better than Chester Copperpot. They did better than him.
They did.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Okay, yeah. With good writing, anything can work.
I agree.
Yeah, so I never say no. There's no way that's ever going to work. It's just how it's done. There is somebody saying there's another show that you need to jump on, and they say every time they watch an episode, they cannot believe that Jbird has not plugged into Stranger Things, considering how he loves all things 80s. They said it's just the perfect combination of Back to the Future, The Goonies, and E.T. So many 80s songs. The show transports you back to that decade every single episode, and each season is special in its own way. You will not regret watching it, they say.
I do want to watch Stranger Things. When I spent a little time in a bar, and I had it on in the bar, and there was like a bunch of young people in there, and some of them were watching it, and it kind of sucked me in a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's not that I don't want to watch it. I'm kind of like, sometimes getting into a series is a lot of work. And I know I'm going to have to ride it out.
And there's a lot of seasons of it.
Yeah. I think to me, it would be at the end of a football season, and here I am looking for a big project to watch, and that would be the kind of show. I've got that. I've got a Cobra Kai that are sitting there waiting for me that I know one day I will get to it. And Jbird's giving me the proper instructions on Cobra Kai and how to watch and for how long, and I'm going to jump off where you tell me to.
For the Kevin Ralston, I know when you need to drop off, when it gets too teenagery and it's not about the old school.
I'll listen. Yeah. What you tell me, I will do.
I'd give you the first 3 seasons.
Okay. And then after that, just call it good.
I think you'd start thinking it starts getting a little goofy.
Mm-hmm. are you pumped about Happy Gilmore 2?
I'm really not, and I love Happy Gilmore 1.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna go corny, man. It's such a good comedy. I just don't want them to fuck it up.
Yeah. Well, they brought back pretty much everybody but Bob Barker. They tried, but he was unavailable. Julie Bowen, who was his love interest in the first, she has revealed that her and Adam Sandler's character, Happy, are still happy.
Aww.
I just wonder if it's going to be. There's a type of Adam Sandler movie I don't think I personally like. I don't think I'm in the demo. Like, I didn't like Grown Ups. I didn't like Grown Ups 2. I thought it was corny and cheesy and almost kind of like
Never saw him.
A try hard of, and I think that's what this is going to be.
Okay.
Back in the day, man, he let it fly. Happy Gilmore is a fucking funny movie, man.
It's good. It's very solid. Yeah. But he's amazingly hit or miss. Some of his movies, the ones he's done with Jennifer Aniston, is it Murder Mystery, I believe? They've done a few of those. They're decent. They're not exceptional movies, but they're not bad. I watched them and wasn't upset that I did.
That one that he did, Uncut Gems, I had to turn it off. It was so unwatchable.
Oh, people are giving me shit for not liking Grown Ups. I get why people like it. I really do. It's just not my cup of soda.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there'll ever be a time when I'll get into that, but you never know. Never say never.
I want it to be good. I want to be wrong. I'll watch it because I really do love that movie.
Do you think Rocco would like it? Is it too raunchy?
Happy Gilmore, I think, is no. I mean,
I've never seen it.
I don't, and I saw it not that long ago, last couple years, and nothing stands out to me of being raunchy.
It's you know, it's crass comedy, but I don't think it's anything too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Rocco likes crass.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Got a comment here from Michael, and he said, OMG. Now, I've told you about the half-speed karaoke before, but you have got to play Denny's karaoke that he did this last week at half speed. It is the best. He did Jelly Roll. I only talk to God when I need a favor. So how does it sound at half speed? Here it is.
I only talk to God when I need a favor. I only pray when I ain't got a prayer. So who the hell am I? Who the hell am I to expect a savior? Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
If I only talk to God when I need a favor, but God, I need a favor.
Okay.
He sounds like he's really fucked up.
Yeah, he does.
I've heard him sound like that before.
That's amazing.
That's fun. Yeah.
I think that was Crazy Horse level, Denny's.
That's Crazy Horse.
Okay.
Yeah. He rode that horse.
That's really the last time I think he got tore up.
Really tore up?
Yeah, I think it is.
Good.
Because he puked on every rug in your house.
He did, but I called him out, and then I realized I did the same exact thing. All three of us all woke up at the same time and texted each other.
What did I do?
What happened, man?
Thank God I had Panda to tell me what I did. And he's like, yeah, you were making me drive around with some stranger in the back seat with Rocco, and we were looking for Jbird because he rode off on a motorcycle with other strangers.
That's amazing.
We were hunting for Jbird, and I was hammered.
Well, everybody was fucked up. Suits was. I don't know if Kevin. I don't know if you were. Yeah, I think you kept it together.
Yeah, I had this because I was scared.
But that was the day where everyone just kept on handing us all kind of different shots.
Shots.
I mean, we could have been roofied. We would never have known.
Shots are the worst for me because if I just keep in my lane and do some champagne and I'd maybe have some beer, I'm fine. As soon as I start shooting the shots, it's downhill.
Oh yeah, gets away from you and fast.
I think I said something like "fuck you, motherfuckers."
Yeah,
you
were on
pulled off.
you were on the back of the motorcycle, flipping us off. Fuck yeah! But it was not like mean.
No.
It was like celebratory.
We're doing it, baby.
I gotta tell you, that Jelly Roll, though, man, that guy gets around. He is everywhere. He is on so many songs in the country genre. And I hear him on rock. I hear him in hip. Like, it's unbelievable. And then he was at the VMAs the other night, and then I saw on social media he was at the Dolphins game.
I did see him at the Dolphins game.
In Hard Rock Stadium. I'm like, my gosh, like, there must be more than one Jelly Roll. I don't know how he's doing it.
Body doubles.
I mean, my gosh, yeah, it's just really crazy. So, yeah, I was trying to stay plugged into the Dolphins game. I had Cannon had a game last night, so I had to go to that, so I wasn't able to watch it, but I was checking in with the score, and I was recording the game, and it's sitting there, and there's not a chance I'm watching a minute of it.
How did Cannon do?
He did great. They
won?
Yeah, they won 37-6 last night. He had 4 touchdown passes, no picks. Yeah.
Wow, he's starting off nice.
He's doing well. Yeah, he's got I think 6-7 touchdowns in 2 games and
big
no
man,
picks.
Big man on campus.
Yeah, he looked good. He was very happy with himself. So I was very proud of him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he was very happy. So it was nice. So yeah, we had a good time doing that. I enjoyed that a lot more than I would have enjoyed the Dolphins game. So thank God he had a
yeah.
He had a game.
You picked the right event.
Well, the Lord giveth and He taketh away.
Yeah, that's just I couldn't bear to watch the Tua hit. I mean, I saw it actually on social media last night. I was like, oh gosh.
I don't want to see it. I'm glad I was asleep.
It's not even the hit itself. It's just that thing that your hand does when you have a brain injury, and it's terrible. Have you ever seen somebody go into convulsions after? It's just not.
It's so awful.
Terrible. It's terrible.
And he's just trying to do it for the game, and
Yeah,
he doesn't want to give
can't.
up. And
I can't.
Oh my gosh,
No,
it
it
breaks
tears
my
me up.
heart for him.
It tears me up. So I'm not gonna watch the Dolphins game, and it really took all the air out of my balloon on this season.
And it's weird that it was DeMar Hamlin because
I
he's
know,
the one
who went down too.
that died on the field.
Yeah.
And he's back. It was his first starting game last night for the Bills.
Yeah, it was rough, and 2 big problems for the Dolphins. Not a good backup quarterback. Tua maybe shouldn't play ever again, and then man of the mission, Christian Wilkins. It got exposed last night. They knew it. They're like, all right, we know we're going to attack the Dolphins.
It is kind of so many things wrong at once.
Yeah, rough. All right, on to better things. Christy said, I remember hearing about Kevin talking about going to Cannon's last football game on the air and how he slipped on that oil. But wow, I just came across Caitlin's TikTok video from the game, and I'm dead.
Caitlin claims in her TikTok video that you were intoxicated. It wasn't so much the oil slick, but the confused Kev.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to say. And I will tell you that, yes, I had a beer and I think 2 wines.
Whoa.
Oh.
Somebody was horny.
So, yeah, so I had 3 drinks up to that. But I got to tell you, honestly, I really firmly believe if I had 0 alcohol in my system, I would have still hit it, because I was trying to send a video of Cannon's touchdown to my dad to keep him plugged in, and I was looking at my phone. I promise you, if you hit this oil with your heel, it's taking anybody out.
Especially if you got 3 drinks in your system.
I think dead sober, I would have had the exact same results.
Wow.
And they're trolling me saying, it's because you're. I'm like, whatever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the TikTok is doing well.
Yeah.
Well, they also try to insinuate, too, that he's walking on the field at the wrong time.
Okay.
Like, he's not supposed to be on the field.
No, well, okay. So, again, so what happened with that? If we were at Olympic Heights High School in Boca, most people are not going to know it, so I'll describe it. But you walk around, you have the football field and you have a track that goes around.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm coming back from the bathroom, and I had not yet been to the stands. And they had a huge gate that was open, and you would walk across the track way behind the football field, and the bleachers are on the other side. Well, as I'm walking through, apparently they didn't open the gate on the other side. They wanted you to walk all the way around another gate, completely going all around the thing. I'm like, well, then why would they open up the largest gate known to mankind at the back end of the field for you to walk through? And it wasn't me. It was also the FAU head football coach's wife. She was there, and she was on the track as well. And she's like, where are we going? I'm like, you know what? I guess they're telling me that you got to go all the way around. And so, I mean, my family, any little thing, it's like, dumbass. And it's like, you're just drunk and you're falling and you can't even go the right way.
In the TikTok, it looks like you're on the field.
Well, I'm on the back end of the track. I'm not like walking
No,
onto
it looks
the
like
football
you're
field.
in the end zone. In the video, it looks like you're in the end zone.
I'm on the track that goes around the football field.
Hey, get off this man's ass.
Yeah,
just
you guys
telling
can
you.
go watch it. I know. I see what you're saying. But if I would, to defend myself, I would challenge anyone to set your foot on that oil slick, one, and survive it. And then two, if you're on your phone and you're not really looking up and paying that much attention, a massively huge open gate. Why is that gate open if I'm not supposed to be there? I just asked you that. Okay.
All right.
Defending myself.
Do you defend himself?
They're all coming for your ass.
They're coming for my ass. I'm like, oh, hold up a minute, motherfuckers. Let's get the story straight. Because often they just bury me. I'm like, okay.
We gotta look in the comments.
Yeah.
No, the comments are funny.
Why is everyone on your ass?
I have no fucking idea. It's like, yeah. You understand why I don't drink anymore?
Well, even Virginia's giving you shit.
I know.
Let the man
Well,
off.
I'm just telling you what was perpetrated in the TikTok.
That's
'Cause
it.
in case you haven't seen it, you need to know what's out there about you.
That's what you have, one cocktail trying to enjoy yourself, and it's like, hey, let's bury dad. That's why sobriety's the only way to go,
He
man.
ruined the game. He walked onto the field.
Yeah.
Y'all, don't take this man's liquor.
No, I'm done.
No.
I don't drink that much anymore. Yeah, I'm slowing it down, way down.
Well, this is not the pep talk I
Wow.
want on a Friday.
Yeah.
One oil slick changed a man.
Yeah, it's just the way it's got to go.
Damn. So did Caitlin's gotcha
No,
video?
it's just honestly, it's like I was talking about the other day. It's just your body, just at a certain age, it just doesn't. I can't do. I had told myself, I'm like, all right, you can't really do more than 2 or 3 drinks in a day, and now it's just if I have even a few, I feel it. So I'm not gonna do it. And then, like I said too, you never have a defense, and you get trolled. And you're like going, fuck it.
As soon as you're drinking,
As
you're
soon
drunk.
Yeah, that's
Well-
always the narrative. So anytime anything happens, like, well, it's because you don't know how to drink. And I'm like, all right.
I hope
you
they're
know what?
happy. They killed Party Kev.
That's right. Party Kev is with Fat
Damn.
Kev.
This is fucking depressing.
the blood is on your hands.
Jeez.
Bury them all, baby.
Man, I don't know if now I'm still drinking this weekend.
Yeah. It just doesn't pay, Bird. Doesn't pay. Yeah, I have to check out the video, but I have not seen it yet.
It's pretty funny.
Yes. So I'm sure it is amusing.
It's just a different perspective of the same story that you told on the radio.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
just
Well,
made me giggle.
That's it. See, my family always has their side of it, and then it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't see it quite the same way.
They got their own spin or narrative.
Yeah. Like, I'll bring in the other mom that was confused as well, and she was completely sober. I'll bring in the person who looked at the oil, and he looked at me, and he was like going, no, it's not an oil slick. And he went and looked at it. He's like, oh, shit. Like, he realized they had a massive liability because it
Okay.
was about a 3-foot patch of just slick oil. Like, but, you report, and then when I told her, they're going, "Ha, you're a Karen." I'm like, why? Because I told him that.
you tattled on the oil slick?
Yes, because I told him I didn't want anybody else to get hurt and fall, and they're like going, "Yeah, look at you, always got to complain." Like,
So you're drunk. You're
Yeah,
walking on the
it's
field,
just-
ruining the game. You're a
yeah,
Karen.
right? It's like,
Oh, no.
yeah, it's just everybody's on your shit. You're like, all right,
This is not the Friday show I wanted.
no. I just had to, the truth has to be out there because the narrative is being painted. It's not good and it's not correct. In my deepest summation, it is not correct.
It may be lies, but it's funny.
Yeah, it is. It is amusing, and
Look
I
at
get it.
the zombie party, Kev.
And I get it. Yes,
Y'all killed Party Kev.
that's it. They didn't want any more. Ross is venting about going to a different football game. He is calling out Hard Rock Stadium. He said, I went to last Saturday's Miami Hurricanes game. First of all, you got the parking fee. That's $60 plus $36 StubHub fee. Then it's $96 to park in the orange lot.
Whoa, 96.
Yeah, a can of Stella, small pizza, soft pretzel, another $51. And then 2 cups of Italian ice, $36.
Wow.
That's why, honestly, a lot of people just would rather watch a game at home. It's absolutely insane.
It really is, man.
2 cups of Italian ice, $36?
Yeah. It's nutty.
Well, it's probably a bigger kind, like a Polar Cup, and that's how they're trying to justify it. But you're right. I get why you want to stay home and do it at your house.
Right.
Make it your own little heaven and then not go. Because shit is expensive out there.
You can get pizzas, you can get drinks, you can do whatever you want to do. And
no one's going to make a video of you and mock you on TikTok.
Right. Hey, look at me, slipped in the oil and I walked in the wrong entrance.
If you're just laying on your sofa, you're not going to probably not going to slip in oil.
I'll slip in pizza oil, but that's a different kind of a game.
That's why I just stay on my couch.
Yeah, I get it. It's safe there, man.
It is.
It's a mock free zone.
It's safer there.
It's a lot easier.
Damn, y'all broke party kids.
Just stay on your damn couch. It ain't worth it.
This is a heartbreaking podcast.
It ain't worth it. Yeah.
I mean, I was ready to party on this Friday. I'm fucking so sad for Kevin.
Have a drink for me.
I will.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, Josie said, Stephen Ross has made the experience at Hard Rock Stadium horrible. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, he has added a lot to it, but I guess with all that comes cost.
He's going to make you pay for whatever he added.
Yeah, and that's the one argument. The one thing that blew me away, we went to an Atlanta Falcons game years ago, and we got all this food, and we had a couple burgers, and we had French fries. We had like 3 sodas, and they were like, yeah, that's $12. I'm like, for what? Like per sandwich or what? And like, no, the whole thing is $12. I'm like, there's no way. I couldn't even believe it. And I think it's Arthur Blankenship, maybe he's the owner of the Falcons. That's his whole thing. He wanted families to be able to come, and so he eats the cost basically of the concession so that people can actually feed their families at a football game.
Wow, that is a man of the people.
That is, and you don't see that. That seems like an old-timey thing to do. I don't. That's cool that he does that.
Right.
In modern day times.
How
I
old
like
is
that.
Blankenship? Is he an old dude?
He's like Stephen Ross. Yeah, he's an older guy, not a young dude at all. And I mean, Stephen Ross too. I mean, that dude is so rich.
Very Moonlight Graham of him. Am I right?
Who?
Moonlight Graham? I knew I should have done that. Never
what does that mean?
It's a Field of Dreams reference. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Herc.
Strong reference.
Yeah. Terrible reference.
I got an email here from Chris. He said, you guys were talking about that extortion scam email. You were talking about there was a warning from Martin County. I think it was the sheriff that had put that out, that they saw it was going around. And he said, yeah, I got one of those emails you spoke about. It had a Google Streets photo and a QR code asking for $2,000 or else.
That's the scam. That's exactly it. It's $2,000 they're asking for.
Yep. And it said, please advise your listeners to report this to the FTC and FBI respectively. Because I know they were saying that, just ignore it, delete it, don't click on any links or anything like that. Yeah, so.
Just always assume it's a scam first and work your way back from that. And that's the only way you're ever going to protect yourself. If you look at everything with a stank eye, which unfortunately that's what we have to do nowadays.
Right.
Assume it's a scam and then work your way from there.
Right. Absolutely. So, yeah, I guess that is good. If, and after that story last week that I'd seen of that kid that committed suicide after they got him on the roasting scam, and his mom was just heartbroken because she said it was a matter of a couple hours. They got him. He freaked out, and he's like, I got to just take my life. And
they told him to take his life.
Yeah, right, they did.
They said, if you can't pay us, you might as well just kill yourself because we're releasing this picture of you naked to your teachers, to the school, to your principal, to your family. They encouraged him to kill himself if he couldn't come up with the money.
Right.
Fuck them.
I know.
They deserve whatever bad things happen to them in jail.
Yeah, no doubt. So, yeah, they got him, and I'm hoping that they definitely get their retribution. It is definitely due. Michael had said, I heard Virginia talking about how she takes a lot of anti-aging stuff, and I was wondering if she's heard of Blueprint. This guy, Brian Johnson, he's the guy in the news a couple years ago that was spending $2 million a year to try to stop the aging process. So I started taking some of his multivitamin supplements, olive oil, and other items from his website, and I have noticed a huge difference. I respect his method because he has public information on all the ingredients, including lab test results. I also thought it was just weird just taking shots of olive oil until I read all the benefits associated with it. I've seen that. It's the latest thing. I've seen videos of people just chugging olive oil. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I've. It's always on that list of things when you think you're dying, you want to start taking. Olive oil is always on there. It's so healthy.
Yeah, they had, what was it? There was another one I'd seen a week or two ago. It was like baking soda. Like, there's always something goofy on TikTok that they're telling you is just going to be this radical transformation.
That's the thing. TikTok is now commercial after commercial after commercial. Everybody is, and it says it at the bottom, eligible for commission. So you don't know how to differentiate the good, helpful products from the products that are just bullshit. Like Magnolia bought. She's like, oh, Mom, I found this lash serum. It's all natural. It can't hurt your eyes. I'm going to start using it. I'm like, all right, what is it? It's castor oil. Like, it's totally BS.
Yeah, right.
Castor oil has no properties whatsoever that cause your lashes to grow or get stronger. All it does, it'll hydrate your lashes.
If you want to bread them and then fry them up, serve them, yeah, delicious.
But that's what's on TikTok, too. You got to weed through the BS to find things that could be cool.
Yeah, and I just don't trust any of it. And all the stuff that I see, there's so much stuff they try to sell you on Instagram as you're going through their health, wellness, all these kind of things. I don't buy any of it.
When in doubt, get mental with the lentil. Lentil is
Beans.
Lentils are good for you, man.
You buy into that, huh? That's your thing. That's your personal.
I do. I think lentils are keeping me alive.
Really?
Well,
that's a strong endorsement.
Certainly not the cheese.
They go so good with lentils, though. Cheesy lentils.
It depends on what kind of girl I want to be that day. Am I going to be all slutty with the cheese, or am I going to be healthy with the lentil?
Okay. Yeah. How's your cheese consumption these days?
It depends what day. What kind of day I'm having, Kev, honestly.
Okay. All right.
I've been trying to eat healthier.
On a down day, you go cheese, or on an up day, you go cheese?
That's a good question. I've been trying to eat healthier, but on a down day, I would eat cheese right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems like Fridays are made for cheese, right?
Today would be a fun cheese day, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, you got a little something fun.
I try to eat healthy in the weekdays and then fuck it up on the weekends.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
At least you have 5 days of healthy then, and only 2 days of.
It's
or
more
3 days.
It's like more like 4 and 3, but yeah.
I'd seen that, yeah. But I'd seen that. I think it's most people consume at least half of their calories in the week on the weekend.
Yeah, I can be a good boy during the week.
Yeah.
It's that, man, it's that weekend.
I know.
That weekend.
Need a little
I'm
bit of
so
fun.
bad on the weekends. I am downright naughty.
Well, especially if it's Friday, you know there's no show tomorrow, so you're
Right.
a little bit lighter.
Got to reward yourself. It's an
Exactly.
accomplishment.
Get that extra drink. Get that
Yeah.
extra cheese nugget.
Got to do something. Got to have a little bit of fun. That's how it goes. So this weekend, Virginia, you're heading to Tallahassee.
I am. I'm so
Okay.
excited. I'm going to go see Mags.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny, too. I'm going to see the daughter of a friend of mine that passed away that I've been thinking a lot about recently. And
Is this kind of a thing now where you got to end with a sad story?
she fell into my orbit again.
Oh boy, we're making a left on
No,
Depression Boulevard.
I'm going to keep it happy. I'm not going to
Okay.
make it sad. But yeah, I'm going to go see her, and I'm really, really excited to hang out with Mags, to see her, to go to a FSU football game. They're playing Memphis.
Got Memphis. Okay. All right. They should win that.
Okay.
You hope.
But if they don't, it'll be sad.
Yeah, they don't. They got some massive problems. They're gonna. If they lose this game, they'll probably try to run the coach out of town. So
Dang.
I think he's already there. They've got the pitchforks and the torches are out. They're just not lit yet. So
Is he a new coach?
he's been there several years. Mike Norvell's his name. He's been there about 3 years, and then they had an undefeated season last year, and then got just shellacked in the bowl game without their quarterback, that kid from Benjamin. And this year they lost a game they shouldn't have, and so people are flipping out in Tallahassee. So we'll see. Bird, your weekend is?
I am not really sure what's going on. I have to go take care of a lot of cats this weekend.
Meow.
And I'm not supposed to be moving around too much. So, I don't know.
Cats are self-reliant, though, for the most part.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm supposed to go look for some trees.
Look for trees?
Yeah.
Well, what is that adventure?
I'm trying to finish Alien Avenue and Bigfoot Boulevard in my backyard.
Oh, okay. So like a Home Depot tree shopping.
Yeah, but I want to go because Home Depot is kind of expensive, man. I want to go to the place where you have it. They specialize in trees and rocks, and I think you get a better deal there.
Yeah, it's called Nature.
I know. No shit. Can I just go and pick some rocks somewhere? It's a lot fucking cheaper.
Just don't get caught.
I know. Virginia's scared. She's scared. She goes, "Don't get caught taking rocks anywhere from the beach, or even I think he even scared me with shells."
Isn't this crazy? The world that we're in. You have to pay for rocks and trees and water.
It's bullshit, man.
Yeah, what is?
I know.
Yeah.
You're right. It is.
We're at here. What a world we're in. So there you go. All right. Well, hopefully, whatever you're doing this weekend, it is fantastic. Please go and vote for our KVJ draft that we've got for the best celebrity couples. It's going to be on Instagram and Facebook a little bit later on today. We'll have the results Monday morning at 7:35. We'll see you then.